2 weeks of sun, sea, sand, booze and sex.
There's done a lot of pictures.
I think, really, we thought about it before the 3rd series, really. I think we thought we always wanted to make a film. We always wanted to make a teen film. We love those actors and we love those characters, and it felt like the right thing to do, really. So, yeah, definitely, when we were making it, there were moments we were thinking, why aren't we just doing a 4th series? What have we lost our minds? But it felt like, this was the story to tell, was their holiday. And the best format to tell that holiday, the story in, I think, was as a film, really.
It wasn't so much sort of, well, this series has been incredibly popular, we ought to take this to the big screen. I think it was just that we had a desire to write a film in this territory, and as the TV series was so successful, people loved those characters, it was just a natural solution is to put them on holiday.
You don't just walk up to a girl in a club and introduce yourself. You dance over near them, make the eyes, and get them to dance with you.
Really? Stick with me, you'll be fine.
We pick it up as they leave school. So I think it's important to say that Simon, the character Simon, hasn't moved to Wales. You'll see that.
Yeah, I think we sort of filled in some gaps there. And the idea is basically that his dad's job fixed out fine, so he's not going to move to Wales. And then everything's looking good and it's the end of their time and they're going to go on holiday, because that seems to be what everyone does. And there's definitely a sense in which, when we were that age, that's what happened. There's a sort of gap in between the end of the 3rd episode, the end of the last series, and the film that you can fill in your own gaps, but they're not that hard to fill in, but there's a few gaps to fill in.
What could be cooler than getting our names tattooed on each other?
Hello.
Oh, what? Gay Neil?
No, it's Jay.
That says gay, mate.
I genuinely think that one of the reasons the show's been, main reasons that the show's been successful is because, we saw a lot of people, and certainly for those characters, but just in general, those 4 men are 4 of the best young comedy actors of their generation, if not the 4 best comedy actors of their generation, I think. And to get them all together in one show has just been amazing.
A mark of their sort of professional attitude, I guess, and their approach to the film was, we said, do not, whatever you do, go to the gym, because, it's a holiday film. We don't want you to come all buff and toned, obviously, because it needs to be as real as possible, and these characters aren't buff and toned. So we turned up on day 1 and they were all
Simon Bird's
got shoulders
at the gym. He's like, well, I always had quite a big show. I was like, yes.
Yeah, no, he looked a little bit like, is it when Ned Flanders takes his top off in The Simpsons? A bit like, oh, come on, mate. So we had to sort of, luckily, he cannot resist gorgeous food, and we're on the beautiful island of Mallorca, so every weekend when we had days off, we just took him to wonderful tapas restaurants and stuffed his face with food. So
Joe Thomas actually had a quite funny quote he said, which is that he said that shooting the film was a bit like shooting Series 4, except we're in Spain and we're drunk all the time.
I'll have sex with you.
This is a joke, right? I've lost my glasses!
Right, Lise, where's Neil?
He is literally incredible.